So if not mistaken, that's where I'm going. Long way down. A very good spot. I really hope that's it. And just look at the surrounds. That's going to be insane. The walk will also be insane. But this is a spot and a half. Alright, I'm excited. Let's continue walking. I can hear the creek getting closer as we walk. I think I hear water. Yes. Look at this. Oh. Yup. Yup. I need to get over there. That's where I want to be. I don't even know if I can do it, but that looks amazing, man. Someone's already been there. I can see the rocks. Woo! Alright, I think I gotta head right. My gut says right. Attempting a perilous river crossing. Oh, I could see me getting dumped. Beautiful though, far right. All I gotta do is go from there to there, through there, and then around. It's easy if I was normal, but with this big backpack on, that's tough. But damn, that's a view. Great success! Didn't die, didn't get wet. So far so good. Onwards and upwards, or onwards and sideways. The other side of the river is really different. Different trees, different feel, much more open. And I do believe, oh, I smell horse shit. Oh, I feel like I'm on alone or naked and afraid, man. Good Lord. Oh, this is just something else. Fire ring. I will be using it. I'm pretty sure that's where I go home. Easily the best spot I've been in. I don't even know what to say, man. This is crazy. I love it. Alright, let's get settled. I want to go for a swim. Now you can see these so-called weeds here and these guys here. Now this is a introduced species. It's called fleabane. You can use it for fire starting, for friction fires. So if this was a legit survival situation, someone, probably the ranger's been through here and ripped all these out and left them here to die. I could pick through this, find the best, most suitable pieces and use them to start fire. Now if I wasn't, it's already 3 o'clock, so I need to get shelter. If I had all day, I would demonstrate that, but we don't have the time. Plus, I must swim. So given the lay of the land, I mean, I could put we're not going to be able to use the tarp. I'm not going to be able to build a bed. So my bushcraft options are limited. If I was here for a couple of days, I definitely could construct something. But given that this is the national park and I really shouldn't be cutting down anything at all, I won't be doing that today. So I think this is this classic swag night. I'm going to try a new system where I leave the swag open and put the mosquito net over that so that I actually get some airflow, because it's horrible in there. It's claustrophobic. So what I'm thinking is set up a table and chair, set up my chair here, campfire, hang out here, and then just underneath in the shadows there, set up the swag in there. A little bit protected from any wind that might pick up, a little bit further away from any bugs that might bite. Putting it right there. you can see so basically putting it here, facing out. There's some red tape here because they're trying to preserve the new growth coming in. Certainly doesn't add to the looks. So yeah, I mean, look, it's a bit scrappy in parts, but at the end of the day, all it needs is a quick tidy up, and this is an amazing spot. I mean, just being able to look up at that for a while now will be very relaxing. All right. Well, if this isn't one of the nicest spots I've been in so far, I don't know what is. Finally on the water, like legitimately on the water. There's a legit river running there, creek. But I get to go for a swim, I get to boil water. So we're in the Blue Mountains National Park. I'm not going to disclose the exact creek we're at right now, trying to keep it a bit down low. But it's in the Blue Mountain National Park, which is a big area. It seems like this is a good spot. A one night overnighter, water, soft. I'm going to sleep like a king, sleeping on sand. It's going to be great. It's been a good couple of months since I've come out. I am over the moon that I'm here at the moment. I've scavenged some firewood. I have no idea if I have enough. I don't know how much I'm going to burn tonight. If I don't need it, I might not create too much of a fire, maybe just for fun. But we'll see how we go. I know it's preferable not to have solid state fires in this national park, so if I can not burn too much, then I'll do the right thing. But we'll see how we go. Mosquitoes are going to be a big tester of that. The water's moving, it's a flowing river, so it's definitely not stagnant, so there shouldn't be too much coming through. So yeah, another video, another trip. Hopefully there's more of these coming up. I don't care about the ones coming up right now. I care about setting myself up and getting to relax mode, because this place needs to be enjoyed. Not a hard working one today, a relaxing, enjoying one. An easy way to refrigerate your bottles of water. Just submerge them in running water. I mean, look, the sidelines ain't running too much, but it's cooler than outside, so at least it won't raise the temperature. Ugh. Bush refrigeration. Site's coming along. Ready for some fun. See any bugs and stuff that want to eat me from a mile off, so accordingly I get to do this. Thongs in full swing. Not even socks. Not even socks. I feel free. I feel free. I'm going to swim soon anyway. Life's good. Same old tip I bought to you before. Shoes off, in the bag. Socks will be out because they're wet from crossing the river. My shoes not too wet, I don't give a crap if they're a little damp like that. So we just wrap them up. Wrap them up, wrap them up, wrap them up. And they're protected and I'm happy and we're good and good night. So something pretty awesome is about to happen. I'm sitting in the bush. It's just gone my birthday. I'm very much into my heavy metal. The metal gods smiled upon me and my favourite band released an album. The band's Between the Buried and Me. Progressive metal, really good stuff. And every time they release an album, it's the soundtrack to the next 12 months of my life. And I'm about to debut the album right now, right here. I'm going to hear it for the first time right now, and it seems silly to some, but I'm very excited. It's going to make this little moment going to be awesome. So maybe I'll give you a little album review afterwards. So here's to the new album. That was lovely. Didn't swim because the sun's gone down and I'd get too cold. Maybe in the morning. That's just a start. Just a start. Alright, so that's where my tent was. Decided to move it. Didn't really want to be too far from the fire, so shifted it over here. And that'll be the setup. Bit of a risk with the river, but we'll see how it goes for mozzies. Hopefully we're alright. Top spot. Gone and dug it in. Put the mosquito net over the top of the actual tent, and I'll leave the flap open underneath there all night. Gone and just dug it in with sand. Might as well use what I got. So that should be pretty sweet. Not much firewood, but not going to have much fire, so just want to be able to enjoy that fire I do have. Just trying to wait for the sun to go down before I kick it off, because I'm starving. Time to light the fire, so we got the usual paper bark. So I'm just getting ready to put the food on. To be honest, it's the same thing I always have. Sausages, halloumi, eggs, whatever. Exactly the same thing as always. I think I didn't check the time before I started recording, but I'm guessing it's 6:30. I have no idea, somewhere near that. Yeah, so the campfire is just getting ready. that's a really, really, really nice sandstone cliff. There's a couple of big wasps hanging around, but I found if I blow my nose, it scares them off. For once, as a purpose for my loud nose. These are cool things that I use pretty often, to be honest. They're just fleabane sticks, dried out, and then just, very roughly shaved down, a little bit finer at the tip. And it's just really good for moving food on a grill, moving the grill itself. You can use the backside to adjust the coals. It's just nothing special, but little things make things a lot easier. Let's see if I can get that. These things. Can't have a camping trip without them. Duldi. Essentials. Well, it's about 7:30. I think it's time to put everything inside here and get ready for the night time. All is good out here. No dramas at all. So, air mattress, if I can get it in. About to go night. Beautiful night. Probably about 22 degrees. Seems that's my temperature. We're all ready to go in there. As I said before, not going to use the fire overly much, maybe 2 more big loads and that's about it. Leave some for tomorrow morning. Looking forward to a good sleep actually. Might have to tighten that tent up a bit. Looks a bit... Yeah, look at it, sagging in the middle. Alright, that's my job. So if you recall at the end of my last video, a little bit of a situation unfolded and I broke down. And on the video I said, oh, it cost me $650. Well, here's the final wrap up of the story. Ended up costing me $1,150 because $650 for the tow. Turns out that just the lead that connects to the top of the battery had just slowly shaken off. It was a bit loose, and so when that eventually popped off from like the dirt road, the car lost power, and once the car lost power, it was just riding on residual power, and that's why I was losing a bit of power and I couldn't quite go, but I was still going and all that kind of stuff. And the ticking noise I heard was just the alternator trying to re-spark the engine, but because the lead had popped off, it couldn't do it. So it ruined the alternator. That was $350, and then just the icing on the cake, I got a fine in the mail. A red light camera or something like that. No, speeding, going 10 kilometers over the speed limit. I didn't understand what the speed limit was. So total, yeah, $1,150. Expensive camping trip. You wouldn't believe it. I got this app called Sky Map, and you hold it up to the sky and it syncs up with the actual where the stars are and tells you what stars you're looking at. So I'm looking around and there's really nothing. Orion's over my left shoulder and that's about it. And I was noting how it was weird that there was nothing interesting in the sky. And then I pointed at the fire. And exactly in the path of the fire is Jupiter. I thought that was really cool. And yeah, that's my story. And it gets even better. Not only is that aligned with Jupiter, where my head is from here anyway, is aligned with Polaris. Centralis Polaris. So I'm in some kind of synchronization here. Cool. Alright, so for anyone who cares, I actually listened to that album I was talking about 3 times all the way through. It's only 6 tracks long, and one track goes for 1 minute, but yeah, it's about half an hour. Big thumbs up. If I could give my other thumb, I would. What a freaking ripper of an album. Really, really good, so I'll be listening to that ad nauseum tonight probably. But make me very happy. Very nice, yes. Alright. I'm in bed. And I've tried a different system today with the mosquito net over the front and the flat wide open. And 100% better. It's so nice in here now. It's got full breathing, so this is obviously the setup going forward every time I use the swag now. Thank God too, just quietly. So it's really nice. It's been a really nice night. And I shouldn't have any trouble sleeping. I feel very comfortable. Nose is a bit, how you doing? But that's alright. You get that. So yeah, I guess this will be good night. I'll catch you guys in the morning. It's the morning. And am I glad? Am I glad about that? Went to bed pretty early last night. About 9. And I quite simply overslept. Apart from oversleeping, it got pretty cold. But I didn't even put my jacket on, so obviously it wasn't too cold, but wouldn't have wanted to go outside. The inside of the tent got quite wet last night. Like, to touch that roof is wet, which is interesting. But yeah, let's do it. Let's eat. Let's move. Just as you can see, there's a bit of leftover heat from last night's fire still. It's just causing the base there to smoulder a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to light on top of that. I'm going to use this though, my paracord bracelet. It's got that little fire starter there. I've tried it once. Actually got a spark off it, so we'll see how that goes. Also got this cotton wool bud that I soaked in candle wax and terps. And what happens is you just pull it apart, so I'm using one hand to feel it, it's a bit difficult. But you just keep separating it out like that. And because everything's so wet, the overnight air really wet the place up. So yeah, so this will help just keep the fire long enough to dry the stuff out and actually use it. As usual, I'll just be breaking this up into this. So we simply use this to strike down onto that. Yeah, it took me a few guys, ended up getting it off camera, but yeah, it worked. Now we just drop that on top. I don't think you'd say that's going. Hope you can see that. There's a nice little mist rising off the water. This thing's about to burst. Oh, it's roaring. Roaring along. Oh yeah. So what do we got here? Tripod cut off. A whole bunch of sticks in it. You can tell I'm bored. Some steel wool has unearthed itself from somewhere. I have no idea where it came from. Well, it's about 9:15 and I think it's time I start packing up. I've got to cross the river still and walk all the way back to the car. It's only about an hour walk, but it's a long hour. It's all uphill, it's all steps, and yeah, should be fun. So yeah, beautiful morning. Time to pack it up, but just midway through packing up, taking a pause. I'm not doing too much more filming today. We've got a pretty low memory card, so only about 3 minutes left, so I want to save some for the walkout. So yeah, just packing up though. Fire's out, sun's out. Not looking forward to the walkout, but we'll sort it out. There you go, how's that? Now I'll just continue. Back packed up, I'm ready to go. It's all cleared out, left it as I found it. And this is going to be a long walk back to the car. I guess the sooner we get going, the better. And the steps begin. It's a fairly decent slog. Nothing I can't handle, but man, it makes you really appreciate walking without backpacks. Whew, it just keeps going. Oh good, I finished doing those steps. Oh. Just when I thought the worst of the stairs was behind me, there's more. But that ridge there I think is the top of the mountain, so hopefully this is the last push. I'm spent. Guess what? It wasn't the end. Come on. I see a fence. I see my car. Oh, good, good, good. Ah, sneezing. Alright, on the way out of here now. Gotta keep my eyes on the road so I don't hit any bogs. What are they called? Potholes. And I want to show you this gnarly piece of road up ahead in the hope that I can get over it. Beautiful spot. Really, yeah, really good spot. It's got its difficulties in getting to it, but you're rewarded when you get down there because it's a unique feel, and I really liked it. I really need to get myself a four-wheel drive one of these days though, seriously. At least 20km/h hauls are very painful. Anyway, that's all. Good spot. If I could tell you where it was, I'd recommend it, but I'm not going to tell you where it is because I don't have to.